your smile until I look away.
Nice and hot.
But I've known you too long. It hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Just hot.
As you fade away.
Currently 5 in the morning. Hot soup, check. Paper bowl, check. We have Campbell's Chunky New England chowder, clam chowder. Okay. A lot of people don't like clam chowder, but I happen to think it's not bad. Anyways, cheers. Nice and warm. I only had it in the warmer for like 30 minutes. This is what's got my eating all messed up, really. Don't get to eat at normal times. I'm eating at like 5 a.m. I keep this around because this guy. So when he gets done, I have to use this thing all the time. But that's life on the road with a puppy. While I'm on the subject, puppy life on the road. I don't care how short the hair is or how much you think they don't shed. When you bring them into a car, you find out how much they shed, which is a lot more than you thought. Anyways, he's got a water bowl in the floorboard and a food thing in the floorboard and a cat bed because he's part cat. He thinks he's all dog. He even barks at dogs like 10 times his size until they bark back. And he hasn't meowed, but I know that he's part cat. So I was just sitting here playing on TikTok and I looked down, he's got hair all over me. I was like, perfect time to introduce Chief. He's such a lovable dog. So much love to give. He makes my day sometimes. I could be in a bad mood and he does stuff that just makes me laugh. Oh, I'm out of tea. So earlier I showed y'all how I cook food on the go. Easy, quick, whatever. Can of soup in my 12-volt warmer. That was at dark. At nighttime I use this. It helps for whenever I'm doing like TikTok live or videoing, because I've got a lantern that I use for like cooking and stuff like that that actually just it makes these waves go across the screen and like flicker rate. I don't know, it's weird, but that thing doesn't do it. I don't know what they've done to, I don't know, it just doesn't do it. The back is kind of cleaned up at the moment, kinda. I've got more stuff in here than I really should have, but I use everything at least once a week, I promise. It looks like a cluttered mess, but I have to give people rides in my passenger seats. Constantly have to move stuff from the front to the back up to the front. And honestly, if I didn't have to give anybody rides, I would take the seats completely out of this, except for my driver's seat. And yeah, I would have a lot more room, a lot more storage. I would do a lot of things different, but that's not the way things are. And another thing this helps with is, because I'm not on the greatest routine, I forget to put my beard oil in on a daily basis, which helps me with my beard dandruff. And my beard dandruff loves to fall on my shirt right here, so this also helps get that off. As I'm growing this channel, I would like for y'all to comment and ask about things that y'all want to know about, things that I use or do, or how I do things, whatever the case may be. So y'all just hit me up in the comment section and ask, because I'm gonna need a little bit of that. That'll give me content to create. And Chief isn't coming back up here. He wants to. He's over there looking at me with a puppy dog look, but after you see the puppy dog looking up, you don't fall for it as much as you used to. I just realized I got my light charged up. That's what I looked at all weird like. And it's got to go back in my pocket. Which, before I put it in my pocket, I figured I'd show y'all. This is the Nebo swivel. And it's normally 500 lumens if you just turn it on, and then you can dim it twice, which goes down to like 250 or something, like 100 lumens. I don't remember. Not very much at all. But it can go up to 1,000 lumens if you hold the button down. It also has, oh, some of the red stuff's eating off. It also has a like flash mode. You double tap it and it strobes the light. And the reason they call it a swivel is because it does this. So that's real handy. I mean, sometimes you want to set it up on something and it just kind of sits there and shines a light, or if you want to clip it somewhere and it's at an awkward angle, you can move it where you need it. It's not my favorite light like I thought it would be, because it takes a special charger. It's a magnetic charger that goes on the bottom, which isn't very common to come by. I'd much rather it be like USB-C rechargeable, or even micro USB. But yeah, that is that light. I bought another one because I lost the charger for a little while. My granddaughter hid it in the back of our couch. While it was missing, before I found it, I went and bought this flashlight, which it's a little bigger, but it actually slides into the pocket a little bit easier. This comes out a little bit out of the pocket, even though it goes deeper in, and this one has to go like this, so it ends up looking about like this. This is the difference in out of the pocket. So this one actually sticks more out of the pocket than this one. And this one's got a better magnetic base. Doesn't charge magnetically right here. It charges right here. Micro USB. Anyways, so that is the plus. Both are fairly bright. Oh, this one also has the strobe. What is the lumens on this one? It's not nearly as much as this one. Says turbo is 450 lumens. You press and hold it. So normal high is 250 lumens, and the low is like 80 lumens, and yeah, and it's got turbo. Anyways, that's those two lights. Screw it, I might as well make this a Nebo light review thing. This is all stuff that I use, obviously, because it's all super handy. Like, I'm just sitting here being able to grab it. Anyways, this is the this one. I don't know how that looks on me, but it usually doesn't go on with the cap unless I take it off, and then it's got this clip thing here. So that does that. And I don't remember what the lumens on this is either, but it's pretty bright. It's got 3 different modes and then a red and a green light. And those red and green lights also work for when you're charging it. Red for charging, green for finished. So there's that. And I have one more Nebo light. It's actually the first Nebo light I ever bought, which is why I bought the other ones, because I had a one of the small mag lights on a belt loop pouch, and after I bought this one to do stuff with, because it was brighter, do stuff at night with, I found that I really like the Nebo brand. This is the 2K Slide, 2000 lumens. It doesn't strobe like the other stuff does, but it is bright. They call it the slide because it has, I'm not going to shine it in the camera, but it has this, which is white, and you can dim it by holding the power button, and it'll dim down, and then it'll turn red also, or flash red. Anyways, so there's that, and then there's that, which that's kind of warm actually. And this charges with a USB-C cable, which I wish they all did. I love that, because everything else I use charges with USB-C. GoPro, my phone, the tablet that I use, this fan even charges with USB-C. Like, just everything needs to go to USB-C. I love the USB-C because you can plug it in one way, flip it, plug it in the other way. Put this back in my lunchbox. I call this a lunchbox cooker or a portable stove. It comes with these liners you can buy, but they're so expensive. So I just buy tin foil. Do like so. Anyways. I don't cook a lot of stuff in here, just like regular microwavable stuff. Takes longer, but you can put it in here. Set it and forget it. It's good for when I'm going down the road. I can put stuff in here that's cold around in the morning before I take off if I'm on day shift stuff. And so put it in here in the morning before we take off, which is, it could be anywhere from 5 to 7 in the morning. And then around 10:30, 11 o'clock, I plug it in, which right here has the cord that pops out. Plugs into just a regular 12-volt outlet. I don't know why I'm reviewing stuff. A lot of boringness goes on whenever you live in your car out on the road, or live in your car permanently or whatever. There's a lot of boringness that nobody tells you about. So I know a lot of people like to make it like this glamorous lifestyle. I'm here to tell you it is not always glamorous. Sometimes it's pretty cool, not always glamorous. That's why I got a dog, because he brings life to the party. That's also why I go live on TikTok. Gives me something to do. Pilot car life also. I mean, whether you live in your car or not, pilot car life is boring enough as it is. Even when you're doing stuff, it's boring. So the only time it becomes interesting is whenever you literally just completely change